A Kansas City mom's car was stolen at a gas station recently, so she tracked the thief down and stole it back. Which brings us to a segment called The Kind of Story We Need Right Now. This is Danielle Reno. A couple weeks ago, she pulled into a gas station, got out of her car, and when she did, someone else jumped in it and drove away. So she did what any normal person would do. She filed a police report, and then, in a move that can only be described as abnormal, she hunted the car down herself. Danielle's cell phone and wallet were still in the car, so she started tracking the thief's location on the phone's GPS and cross-referencing that with charges the thief was making on her credit card. This is the kind of story we need right now. Well, the rest of us, are watching the news every day feeling helpless. This woman watched Taken and was like, I can do that, but for my car. So, what happened next? Danielle showed up at each of the stores where the thief had used her credit card, talked to employees, and looked for clues. To be clear, this woman has no previous law enforcement experience. She's just a mom trying to get to the bottom of a crime. And if you've ever come home after curfew smelling like weed, you know moms solve crimes. And it's too bad. It is too bad. She's not a detective because Danielle Reno is a kick-ass detective name. Danielle Reno sounds like the main character on a show on TNT. So finally, after 2 days of intense Mariska Hargitay role-playing, Danielle had a break in the case. She showed up to a different gas station where the thief had recently used her car and learned that he had just missed them. But one of the gas station attendants had overheard the thief making plans to have lunch at Applebee's because even criminals in your neighborhood like to eat good. Also, I guess the lesson here is if you're doing something shady at a gas station, whisper, because it turns out the gas station attendants are listening to you. So Danielle was off to Applebee's, but because this story takes place in America, her hometown has multiple Applebee's. So she and her friends split up and each went to a different location to wait. This is the kind of story we need right now. Nothing this cool ever happens at Applebee's. Only two things ever happen there: co-workers' birthdays and custody handoffs. Also, how cool is it to be friends with Danielle Reno? Most moms call you and invite you to book club. Danielle's like, are you free for a stakeout? So Danielle's chilling in a booth, lying in wait, probably sipping on something like this, when the thief walks in. Danielle walks out, finds her car in the parking lot, and drives away. Because you know mom has a spare key. Then she called the police, but not before live streaming her victory on Facebook.
Oh my God. So, before I call the cops, I wanted to show you guys what I just found by doing our own stalking. And I am gonna pull into this parking lot and call 911. And she's about to get her ass arrested because we found her.
Now, I know, you're not supposed to use the phone while you're driving, but I think we can make an exception when the driver is actively solving a crime. Ma'am, you want to tell me what you're doing driving while you're on your phone? Yeah, your job. Danielle called the cops, they arrested the thief, and she got her car back. Plus, her show got greenlit for season 2. These days, the world is full of people committing crimes and getting away with it, so thank you, Danielle Reno, for catching at least one of them, because this is the kind of story we need right now.